Hi, I'm Rebecca, and welcome to my podcast, Smashing Through with Rebecca.x. I am so excited you're here on this episode. Topics include life, business, mindset, full of kick-ass content and high energy. Enjoy the podcast, and remember, you too can smash through and keep going always. Trust and have faith that everything will be well. Everything happens the way it's supposed to, and you have to trust and believe in the knowing of that. Now, you may be listening going, yeah, whatever, this, that, and the other, but hindsight's a wonderful thing. It really, really is. Now, think about your life right now. Have you thought of something in the past that now you think, that's why it didn't work out? That's why I didn't get the job. That's why we didn't get married. That's why this, that, and the other, whatever. Because you can use the word, you can change this word to anything. So I've said this on a previous podcast. So I can say the universe, you can say God, Allah, Buddha, angels, higher divine, whoever. But the universe sees and listens to things that you're not privy to. And they will move people, places, things out of the way. And you don't need to know everything. You just need to trust the process and stop questioning absolutely everything and just know, let it roll. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. You know what I mean? You've got to make sure that you have faith in yourself and you trust and everything's going to work out. Release and let go of all the control. You can't control people, places, all of this stuff. You can't control everything. But you need to have and know the trust that everything's going to work out. Everything will be well the way it's supposed to. Obviously, on the flip side of that, I will say it is still raw when people pass away. You're still grieving all of this. The only thing is they're not in pain anymore, if that was a thing. But apart from that, that's it. Their time has finished and that is it. And I can say that, I can talk about that because, I've had people that have passed away, family members that have passed away, my friends have passed away before even an age was a thing, like, you know what I mean? So what I want you to do is know that, in order to trust and have faith within yourself, you have to work on your mindset to a high level, and you can stack it up and you can work on it daily in order to get there. That it's okay. People are going to do what they're going to do anyway. You know what I mean? Little sentences like that can actually be instilled in you, and it can be part of your lifestyle and part of your mindset of, well, people are going to do what they're going to do anyway. You need to be able to have a conscience, look in the mirror and go, do you know what? Am I doing the best that I can do today? Have I been the best person I can be today? No? Okay, we'll do better tomorrow. You know what I mean? But what I want you to do is trust and know that everything is going to work out the way it's supposed to. So, for example, I was in a relationship, didn't work out. I was meant to move back up north. Fantastic. I was meant to move house. I was meant to do all this. In those moments of doing it, you're doing it in those moments. You're being present in the moment. So you're doing things in the moment. You're moving house. You're moving in with the person. You're doing this, that, and the other, whatever it is in those moments, and that's fine. And it works for a certain season, a certain part of your life, whatever. I've been divorced as well, so, and I filed for divorce. So it's kind of, in those seasons, it's okay to feel those things, go through the motions, all of this. But then behind the scenes, the universe is watching and seeing things that are not, are good for you. Then they'll bring more and more and more if you're on that energy and frequency, obviously. But then saying that, on the flip side, as I said before, the universe will also move things out of the way for you and move people out of the way, whether they are your closest friends, you're up leveling, you're changing, you're mixing everything. They'll remove them. They'll move them out of the life because they can't keep up with you. And it's not about you being on a pedestal. It's about your energy levels. You're not aligning anymore. Do you know what I mean? And that's okay. They were there for a season or reason or lesson, as that saying is. But you've really, really got to trust that everything is all going to be well, and you've got to have faith in it, that everything works out the way it's supposed to. That you're experiencing these things to learn a lesson. So what the lessons, what's the information that you need to bring in, okay? And it is all about you doing the best that you can do in the situation, in the scenario with your life. So keep giving out good things. Keep doing kindness work, philanthropy work, tithing. Keep giving out good karma, because all of that comes back to you as well. But it is all about making sure that you're staying on track, because the negative, all the stuff that's negative going on, maybe in your life or showing up for you, is just information showing you, like, how can you deal with this? How can you be better? How can you do this? What is it saying to you? What is the lesson to be learned from it? How can you boost it? Is it detracting you from actually your goal? Has this argument come up because you're meant to be doing something and you've triggered someone else? Well, that's on them, not you. Do you know what I mean? So it is all about kind of piecing your jigsaw of life together, but knowing that people are there to be there with you for certain aspects of your life, certain parts of your life, and that's okay for them to release and let go. You're allowed to release and let go of them. They're not meant to maybe be your friend for a while. You're meant to probably have children with your partner, and then you're not meant to be with them for life, and that's okay. And you need to be okay with that. You need to really settle your brain down that it is okay to have seasons of people in your life or jobs or whatever. You didn't get the job because there's something better around the corner. You didn't release this thing or it didn't work out because you meant to do something else. And that's okay. You know what I mean? You're not meant to be with that person for life because they would have hurt you catastrophically, or they did hurt you, and you're not meant for that. You're not meant to be hurt consistently or be in a negative environment or whatever it is. You know what I mean? So you've got to go with the flow, okay? And yes, sometimes, as some people say, it's easier said than done, but you've got to release the control and allow events to unfold as they are. Let everything, I always say, let everything play out. So just let everything play out, and you need to kind of slow down the process of yourself. Instead of going off on one and trying to control everything and going and all this, you just need to slow it down and just let everyone's got free will. So it's all about, really knowing that you've got free will, so have they can do and do whatever they want. And it's just about knowing that everyone has wings. As long as everyone has wings, I said this to my daughter this week, is that, I've given her wings so she can go and fly. I don't control her because she's my daughter. She's not going to do what I'm doing. I have done my job. As a parent, you are here to help your children and raise your children to be as independent as they possibly can be, and to cope with you not on the planet, okay? Because you're going to die, obviously. So the thing is that, give them the respect, ground them, make sure the feet are on the ground and they've got wings to fly and they've got opportunities and stuff. But they're not here to live life for you. They're here to live their own life. And you can't control them like you can't control the weather, you know what I mean? So it is all about knowing that what happened yesterday happened yesterday. What are you doing today? Go into love and gratitude and joy and everything. You may believe in this, but divine timing is definitely a thing. Okay, everything happens. I get divine downloads, I get divine timing, everything works out the way it's supposed to. And as long as you can release the stress and the overwhelm and the drama and just let everything play out as it's supposed to, it's all going to be amazing for you. It really, really is. So it is all about knowing and trusting and having faith in yourself that everything's going to be well. Keep reaffirming to you that you're going to be okay, everything's going to work out, everything's going to work out, and trusting that it's positive, it's amazing, and stay focused. Stay focused on the best case scenario for yourself. Stay focused on what you want, not what you don't want. Stay focused on you want and amplify that, pour energy into that, put your focus on that, and then you'll get more. It's like mounting out of a molehill, right? Wherever your focus is, it will expand. Wherever your energy flows, it will expand, and that's what you're after. If you need any help, guides, tools, tips, anything, everything is on my website, Rebecca.x. Everything's in the show notes, and I'll see you on the next podcast.